Welcome back, everybody. It is Queen's Room Podcast. I don't know why I just closed that like that. I'm not 80. Queen's Room Podcast. And it is I, the Queen, the one and only. You know what I'm saying? Fix my crown. You know what I'm saying? And as always, I have some guests with me, some special guests. I know y'all know her over there. My tongue and princess, my acosita. You understand me? And you know the melanated caramel almondy. God is below right here. Miss Stacie from Stacie Inspires. Yes. We're gonna talk about some things today. I'm gonna give you what I call, as always, the free game. And I know y'all see that title. So it's about to get good. Not good, but good. It's about to be good. And today's subject, title, topic is this your soulmate or is it a hope mate? First on the docket, I'm gonna just get a yes or no question answer for this first one, and then we're gonna go in. But ladies, I'm gonna start with Manu. Do you believe in soulmates? It's just a yes or no
Yes
answer.
and no. Yes
Yes
and
and
no.
no. Yes and no. Okay. Miss Stacie, do you believe in soulmates?
Yes.
And far as I mean, yes, yes, yes. Okay. And going right into after that, we're going to talk about our definitions of what we think a soulmate is. I was going to pull up and read off like the dictionary's definition of a soulmate, but I didn't like that. I didn't like that rendition. I didn't like that definition. So my idea is a soulmate is a person who you connect with spiritually and who you form a spiritual bond with, and that you continue to have that bond as long as your souls are on earth. Now, you notice I didn't say romantic. I didn't say that. I said spiritual bond. Huh? Your spirit connects with another spirit because in my head, when I hear soul, I automatically think spirit. Because all three of us love the Lord. Y'all know that already. So I'm thinking of it that way. Your spirit connects with somebody, and it connects in a way that you know that your spirits will be connected till y'all both of your spirits get called home to glory. We'll take it all the way back to glory. Mm-hmm. Your spirits get called home to the Lord. They're connected, and it's a positive bond. I'm gonna throw that in. It's a positive bond. Now I'm gonna do itchy ice cream to figure out which one y'all gonna ask next. Which one y'all? Manu, what is your definition of a soulmate?
Um, my definition would just be somebody that you connect with at a deeper level. You say spiritually, and I think spiritually, but on all aspects. I don't know if you went for all
Mm,
subjects or whatever, but yeah, that you just feel a different connection with. Like you said, not necessarily just romantically, but it could be friendships, it could be family or whatever. But yeah, just somebody who you connect with on a deep level that you almost don't even understand.
I like that last part. I'm about to put that in my notes. Okay,
Mhm.
Miss Stacie, what is your definition of a soulmate?
Right. Okay. So for me, I believe like a soulmate is a person that you connect with on a supernatural level. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's deeper than spiritual and it's deeper than a physical attraction, but they're not obsolete. I feel like a soulmate is someone that is supposed to be there for your purpose because we're here for a reason. And
Mm-hmm.
so they're connected with your purpose, they're connected with your whatever you need help with, because they're your helpmate. They're connected physically, romantically, mentally, emotionally. So I think it's layers. It's not just spiritual, because you can find people that you're spiritually connected to, but it's those kindred spirits that you have a deeper foundation, that you connect on all levels. So I think that's what a soulmate is for me, anyways.
Mm-hmm. So, just off of that, I think one thing y'all we all had in common with our definition it's more than just superficial. It's
Mhm.
something that's more serious.
Right.
And the reason why I said for the soulmate thing is because I don't think I've ever had a romantic soulmate, and I'm divorced, and I've been in relationships, and this is no shade, no tea to anybody that I've ever been with or connected to that way, but obviously we weren't soulmates because I'm single.
Mhm.
So, you know what I'm saying? I do feel like I have soulmates that are romantic, like my best friends. You know, I could see the up here, Gloria, Shakila. Our connection that's is just is different. You know, I've had friends who come and go. Manu is a newer friend, but it's people I've known longer than her that we're not as connected as me and her are. I have family I'm not as connected to as her. You know what I'm saying? I feel like also my big sister is one of my soulmates because we're almost like one and the same, but we're not. It's like my twin flame. We're 4 years and 2 weeks apart to the day, but I feel like that's one of my soulmates because that's somebody who, no matter what happens on this planet Earth, we're connected. If you took the blood out of it, if we weren't blood sisters, we would still be connected, as far as I'm concerned. That's um I want to say soul tie, but not a soul tie because it's my sister, because we have the same DNA, same mama, same daddy. But it's different because I know people who don't even talk to their siblings, which I don't understand because me and my sister have the connection that we do have. So I feel like you can be soulmates with somebody, but that don't mean you're in a romantic relationship with them.
Mhm.
Why I was like, and that's why my definition was what it was because there are very few people on earth or in a lot of people's life that they feel like they connect with on a deeper level, that their connection is something else. It's just an understanding. Um, Somebody I know always says, what's understood don't need to be explained. And it's you just like you pick up right when where you left off.
Right. Mhm.
Everything flows, everything's good, everything's always positive and uplifting when I'm with these people and around these people and talk about these people. My soul don't feel burdened around these people.
Right.
It's about feeling free about around somebody I love in a relationship with. But this is how I know I love somebody for real because I'm unapologetically myself around the people I just named. I don't shy away from anything. I'm not stepping on any eggshells. I'm free to be myself. And other layers of freedom are unlocked in my personality and in my being when I'm around these people, and it's all for the good. And if you can't make me feel like that, you damn sure ain't my soulmate. Uh, so, and then with a romantic partner, I need that plus more because that's a different level. Like
Right.
it's a different. That goes somewhere else with it. But I think there are different kinds of soulmates. I don't think it's just the one dimensional. Oh, your soulmate is the person you want your future husband or future wife. I think it's more than that.
Absolutely. Mhm.
Stacie,
Yes.
yes, it's your turn.
All right.
I want you to expound now on why. This is why I wanted the definitions and stuff first for the people watching, so y'all can see where we're going with it. Why everybody came to the conclusion they came to. So I want you to just go deeper into why you believe in soulmates.
Well, like I said, prior, I feel like we're here for a purpose, and to have someone that is a soulmate, whether it's a friendship or relationship, is there to help us. We're not here to be on our own and do things on our own. So we need help. And so I feel like we have to have people in order to fulfill our purpose. We have to have people, but the soulmate complements us. So like you have a friend, you said, that uplifts and everything, encourages, and every time you feel around, around them, you're not burdened. That is a part of their purpose in your life, and they complement and balance and fulfill that. So for me, the soulmate, that's why I believe that there's a soulmate, because we need people to complement us, to balance us, to help us, to give us that foundation that we need. And so I do believe that's why there are soulmates, and that we have soulmates for each and every person. That doesn't always mean romantic. I don't believe that everybody is destined to like marry, because there's some people who don't want to marry, or some people who don't want to be in a relationship.
Come on, somebody. Can you wait a minute? Wait. Say that one more time. It's some people who don't want what?
Don't want to marry and don't want to be in that romantic relationship, in that romantic capacity. That is not abnormal. That is not wrong. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they still have a soulmate, which is a person that complements them. It doesn't have to be romantic. It's just a helpmate. I found, you know what I'm saying? So, but it can be romantic, but it doesn't mean that it has to be. But I still believe that everyone still has a soulmate, whether you want it to be romantic, friendship, relationship, or not.
Right. I could see it.
So the reason why I said that I don't, like, I say yes and no to the soulmate, to there being such a thing as a soulmate, is because I guess it's me like not having a one track mind on there only being one person. Like, this is my soulmate. This is solely like nobody else, and like it's just this one person. I feel like there's multiple people, and personally, I feel like in the past I've had romantic soulmates, so I thought. Like, I put them in that category, but it should have just been a friend soulmate. You get what I'm saying? Like, we connected on a deeper level, but I should have just left it, like, there's a dangerous thing of like miscategorizing, or like, so I'm very careful when I meet people to really feel them out and see, like, because I'm very quick to, Samia, you know this about me, and Stacie, you might know this about me, that I'm very quick to like cling on to people. I'm very like friendly and loving and just like, oh yeah, like cool. And it's just like sometimes I can get swept up in that, and it's like, okay, hold up, I need to like take 10 feet back and just evaluate if this person is good for my soul. Am I good for them? And like Stacie said, we're here for a purpose. Like, what is our purpose in each other's lives? How can you help me? How can I help you? But my question for soulmates would also be, can you have a soulmate that does not, like, that you don't stay connected to forever? You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there are people that are your soulmate and it's for a season. There's people that are your soulmate and it's for a lifetime. But then there's also just people like, yeah, like you guys were saying, there's people to help us along the way, but they may not necessarily make it to the end with us. You get what I'm saying? But yeah.
So that leads me right into, we rolling today. I like this. Y'all already got the oil from 3 people. So that leads me right into, and I kind of answered my own question with this one. Do you believe that you can have more than one soulmate in your lifetime? Me, absolutely, yes. I just told you I got more than one right now. But I think for this one, I'm going to go more towards the romantic side. I don't know, because I don't feel like I've met my soulmate. I feel like I had Hopemate, and I'm going to get to that part in a minute. But I feel like there were people in my life who I wanted them to be, like Manu said, me and Stacie. I don't know if Stacie put it on her page. or I put it on my page, but I said there are certain people in your life who are in the VIP section and they need to be seated with the regular folks. They don't need to be named or picked out. They don't even need to be in no section of your life. And I feel like sometimes I meet people and because it feels nice and it feels good, I form a superficial attachment. And I don't know it's superficial. It's superficial for them. I mean it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When I decide you one of my folk, you one of my folks. Because I know how I am. I don't open up easily. I'm not I don't get vulnerable easy. I don't want to tell people things easily. So my friends, which I talked about on the TMI episode, people who are really my friends and my people, I feel like I can just share anything. And I will just share anything because I feel like there shouldn't be any judgment. But then I'm genuine in my feelings and they're not, friends and romantic wise. And I said something to one of my friends yesterday. I said, I've run into a lot of people in my life, and again, no shade, no tea, who don't love me for real. They love the way I love them. That's what they love. So every time they say I love you, they mean I love how you treat me. I love what you do for me. I love how you make me feel. And I put those people in the category of being my soulmate, but I'm just hoping that they are somebody who I can bear my soul to. So in my head, this is a soulmate, but it's always a hope. And I always think, okay, this the one. This is gonna be the one. This is nice right now. And there are no tests or no trials or anything. And I don't recognize it right away that I can be myself with you, but you don't really like me. You know what I'm saying? You don't really like me. And Gloria made a good point in a conversation we had the other day. She said, I've reached a point in my life where I'm tired of loving people who don't like me for real.
Right.
And I said, I'm about to throw this phone because that happens a lot. And so I think those people, like, oh, this person could be my soulmate, could be my soulmate. I'm like, no, it's too many things not right here. Like, this isn't history. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm talking to myself. But I feel like somebody need to hear this part because it's something I've just got done going through. History does not make somebody your soulmate because you could spend a lot of time hoping, that's that word again, hoping that they're the right mate for you, hoping that they're going to be a different person. You can't love the change into somebody. You can't. It's impossible. You can't love the change into somebody. You can't love somebody and hope one day. Well, you can, but you shouldn't love somebody and you think the way you love or that because you loved hard that one day they're miraculously going to turn into the person who they should be in order to be with you. And I'm not saying change to be with nobody. I'm going to break that statement down. I just said, so you know the type of person you really want. You know what you feel like you deserve. You know this person is not that. So no matter how hard you love them, you're not going to love them in who they should be for you. They are whoever they are. If they don't see a problem with who they are, they're never going to change, sir or ma'am. You're just hoping that one day they're going to turn into your soulmate because in your head, I'm their soulmate. You may be their soulmate, but they ain't yours. Their sole purpose might be to get everything they can from you with all the love you provide, and they gone. So that takes me into the Hopemate part. But I want to get the other ladies' thoughts on, do you believe you can have more than one soulmate in a lifetime? Romantic wise.
Mm-hmm.
Romantic wise. Manu.
See, that's the other reason why I said yes and no. Because I almost, a part of me does feel like that. Like, have you ever heard or I don't know if it was a post or I was having a conversation with somebody, and we were talking about how if you spend enough time with anybody, like if you just spend a day just like talking, being vulnerable, like 9 times out of 10, you guys are going to connect. So it's like, I I would say like connect with multiple people, but for some reason I feel like soulmate does have to be singular in the romantic way, because when we talk about purpose, when we talk about like the reason why we're here, I don't know if you could find, I don't know, can you find two people that would help? I mean, maybe. I don't know. I'm like throwing questions at you guys answering. um, but yeah, I just feel like, I feel like yes, you can, but I feel like it depends on you and then who you accept. Like you could attract a bunch of people. There could be a few people that you could be so I don't know. I'm gonna just pass it on to Stacie. That's just me.
Manu, you just like I'm just over it. Oh my gosh. Do I believe that there are multiple soulmates in a lifetime? Absolutely. Absolutely. The way that I view soulmates is soulmate is not in the Bible. Soulmate is something that man has created so that we can explain the suitable partner. And I think that people can be suitable with multiple people. It's not just one person that you can be suitable with. You can find somebody else that you're suitable with. You know what I'm saying? There's how many people on this earth, and you're telling me only one person I'm suitable with?
7.2 billion.
You understand?
That's what I'm trying to say. There you
And
go.
so I do believe that there are multiple people that can be a soulmate to you. Now, when it comes to, like I said, purpose in life, we bump into different people, we meet different people. I think throughout our life, there are seasons where we meet people who are a soulmate for a time, and then, because you ever had somebody you're so tight, and then all of a sudden y'all not tight at all. So they're there for a reason, but that doesn't negate the fact that they were a temporary soulmate. I don't think that means eternal. That doesn't mean forever. That means seasonal. Because that's something that we created, and soulmate is just suitable. That's really all it is on a deeper level. You can be suitable with a person on a mental level, on an emotional level, on a spiritual level, on all these levels, which would make them a soulmate. So I do believe that you can have multiple soulmates throughout your lifetime. Now, when it comes to romantic partners, I think that for us, we are only gonna, for this is my opinion, for women, we go for that one person. When you find that deep connection, it doesn't matter if you're talking to 4 people, you dating 4 people. Out of those 4, there is going to be one that is more, you know what I'm saying? That is
the MVP
on a deeper level than the others. It's always going to, none of them are going to touch you on the same level. Everybody, and don't get me wrong, I feel like, especially when you're dating, number 1 may be number 4 one day, and number 3 may be number 2. It changes. It changes.
Right.
But eventually, with the longevity, you'll see they'll start to, and then all of a sudden you're gonna be down to that one that met you at that level where the soulmate would meet you. And so then you'll see, okay, this was the one that is the soulmate out of the ones that I thought was suitable for me.
Child. See, I went into the next point already, which was the Hopemates. And the first bullet point for the Hopemates is the ways to tell you can tell somebody is not your soulmate. And a lot of it is what I said before, like you want them to be your soulmate so bad, you're just hoping. And a dream, was it hope deferred makes the heart sick, or dream deferred makes the heart sick? You can hope yourself into a trap. Now, we're supposed to, one of the 3 pillars of Queen's Realm, if y'all see my logo, you ever investigated and looked at it really tough, it's a cross in my logo, or more like a triangle. It's really a triangle, and at the top of my triangle is faith, and at the one, faith goes to the hope, and the hope goes to love, and they're all connected. So the three main pillars of Queen's Room in my brain is faith, hope, and love. However, the reason I have it in a triangle is because for me, there cannot be one without the other.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of times people hope so bad because they have these deep feelings of infatuation or these deep feelings of lusty luck. If y'all want to know what that is, go watch any episode or on anything I've said on here. But
Mm-hmm.
um and they just feel like, okay, I hope one day. You cannot get in any relationship feeling like one day they should treat me like this. You could say one day we're gonna get married. One day we're gonna have kids. One day we're gonna do this. But what faith have you put behind the hope? Is there any love behind the hope, or are you just hoping because for whatever reason you want it to be this person?
Mm-hmm.
You haven't dug any deep. That's a way to tell somebody it's a hope mate and not a soulmate. You haven't dug any deeper than this. All you look at people or you look at a person and you see them from the outside. You see what little they have shown you. Because most of the time, let's be honest, y'all don't really know each other for real. You picked one good thing about them and attached all your hopes and dreams to that one thing without getting to know the whole person. So you're hoping that all the other attributes they have are as good as the one thing you cling to. So you're trying to rationalize. Anytime you got to rationalize being with a person, now y'all know damn well. You got to convince yourself before you defend this person to your friends, because they're going to ask you questions. If you got friends like mine, they're going to hold you accountable. Before you explain to them, you got to explain it to yourself. So you made it make sense to you. I'm talking to myself and other people. You made it make sense to you. Now you got to try to explain it to other people to make it make sense. Why? Because if it's real and true and what it's supposed to be, they just going to be able to see it. You would be able to see it. You wouldn't have to look so hard for a redeeming quality. You found the one thing. Well, at least they got that. And me and Stacie talked about that on the other two.
Child.
You at least. Why would your soulmate be at least? And I talked about this on the episode y'all have yet to see, but God don't do at least. Not my Lord and Savior. He don't do at least. He either give you what you asking for, but 9 times out of 10, he gives you more than what you asking for. Because he be like, that's what you thought? That I got you though. But because my ways and my thoughts are higher than yours, but you're not gonna at least. If you gotta say at least, that's not your soulmate. At least that's not the one, sis. Bro. That's at least she, at least he. That's it. That one redeeming quality, that one thing that you like, that one thing that they do, that one emotion that they make you feel like there aren't other human emotions. That's that you holding on to that and you hoping that they're gonna be the one. I hope one day you're the one. I can hope one day that you're not the one and not be with you. I can hope one day that you change and not be with you. I can hope I can do all of that stuff, not being with you. Because in the meantime, while I'm hoping you turn into another person, I'm hoping you have different behaviors, I'm walking away from my purpose. That's another way you can tell this person is not your soulmate, it's the hope mate. Your purpose is on pause. Your purpose is on pause. See, when you're with the person you're supposed to be with, you understand? And it's really your soulmate. Your purpose does not take a hit. Your purpose don't get a detour. Because God gonna make sure you get to your purpose either way, whether you want to go that way or not. But it shouldn't feel like a detour. It shouldn't feel like this is taking me away of what I should be doing, what I'm supposed to be doing. So for me, those are just a few ways. You understand that I know this person ain't my soulmate. It's too much work going into trying to make you be what I really want. And I'm the one pushing you to do the work. You don't want to do the work because you don't see nothing wrong with being you because you got me as you are.
Right.
And that goes vice versa. If you feel like I'm the one for you, then I'm the one for you as I am.
Right.
You know, I can improve and do better on my own. I don't need you here to do that. But if we're upgrading together, I shouldn't feel like you're trying to turn me into another person. It should be a growth that just happens.
Right.
Not you saw one thing about me. Oh, I'm a good woman, but you don't really like me for real. You like the fact that I'm a good woman, so you feel like I should be your soulmate because I'm a good woman. You don't even like me.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't think I'm funny. You don't think I'm cute. You don't like my body. You don't like my laugh. You don't like how I cook. You don't like nothing. But you see, I'm a good woman to other people, so you thought I would be a good woman for you.
Right.
No, if you don't even like me for real. You don't even like me. Because being a good woman, I know it's not a personality trait. Just like being a good man ain't a personality trait. That's not a redeeming quality. You should just strive to be good, period.
Right.
Who wants to be an asshole on purpose? Like I said before, people do a lot of work. I'm going to stop here after this point. People do a lot of work to prove that they're savage. People do a lot of work to prove they don't care. People do a lot of work to prove they don't have any humanity. And I will never understand that. But I digress. I'm going to go to Stacie next on ways you can tell someone is a hopemate and not a soulmate.
So I'm just going to piggyback off that at least before I even. The thing with the at least is, like I said again, they're supposed to be your helpmate. If they're at least, then they're not helping you because they're at least. They're at the at least. Most of the time, if you're dating somebody that's at least, you're helping them. Oof. You're enabling them. You're the one doing that. They're not helping you. You're the person helping them. And so that's already red flag. Also, you know that person is you're hoping, but this is not your soulmate when there is confusion and drama. If there is no peace in this relationship, then it is not meant to be, because my God is not a God of confusion.
Come on.
I don't care if it's the signs that they're giving you. If the signs they're giving you is confusing you, that's no. If their actions and their words don't match up, that's no. That's friends or romantic partners. So either way, that's a no. Also, balance and compliment. Just like you said, you think I'm funny. Okay, if I'm not the funniest person, is this person funny? Whatever I'm kind of lacking in, do they pick off? You know what I'm saying? Do they pick up from there? How do you help me in the areas that I lack? You know what I'm saying? Because we're supposed to be here to help each other. So you already know, okay, if they're not helping me in the areas that I need to be helped in, then, and that doesn't mean every single area, because you may have friends that have things that your romantic partner isn't good at, but they all are there in your life to help you. So I feel like a compliment, balance, peace, and no drama, no confusion.
Come on. Before Manu goes, I have to make a comment on this confusion. There should not be any confusion. You shouldn't have to wonder every day, do you love me for real? Do you like me? Do you think about me? I should know this. I should know this. I should know this. And it's funny because you will run into some people who would be like, you can't tell I care about you? No. Where is the evidence? If this was a jury, honey, you will be found not guilty of loving a hoe, because how are people supposed to know if you care if you haven't done anything caring? How are people supposed to know that you love them if you haven't done anything loving? And I've said several times on this show that love is a verb.
Absolutely.
How do you do love? How do you do it? Because I ain't felt none of it. So when I ask you, do you love me or do you care about me? Don't get offended. Take that as a sign is, if you're showing me love, I'm not seeing it the way you're showing it. But if somebody ever gets upset with you because you ask them, do you love me? Do you care? Because I don't see it. Baby, that's a hope mate. Don't get defensive when I'm saying I don't feel your love. You should, the response for me, I don't know about everybody else, for me should be, well, baby, my love language is this, your love language is that. What do
Yes.
you need from me?
Yes.
Your love from me, not,
Yes.
oh my God, I can't believe you said that.
Right.
I'm getting
Right.
angry.
Right.
Because if I didn't care, I wouldn't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
I would just disappear on you. I'm gonna keep it honest. I would just because I don't ghost per se. I don't cuss. I just okay. I'm not gonna fight with you to love me. I'm not gonna fight you to love me because either you do or you don't. If I tell you I don't see it, if I tell you I don't feel it, we should be trying to rectify that together. See, I don't even expect you to rectify that by yourself. We should be rectifying that together. But if you get upset by what I don't feel, what I don't see, what I don't experience, that's not the right response to that, beloved. That's not the right response to that. But Manu, ways you can tell someone is your hope mate and not your soulmate.
I feel like as soon as you start hoping, you should just write off that person as not being your soulmate. I feel
All
like
right.
the fact that you're even right.
Okay. Okay, Manu.
As soon as you step into that, as soon as you step into that realm of hoping, that means that you're trying to play build-a-boo. You're trying to see if this piece fits here, if this piece fits there, and it's no longer organic. Because I can count on one hand the amount of people that I feel like are soulmates and how those relationships happened. They were so organic. I didn't have to force anything. It wasn't like I had to do this so they could like me, or they had to have something specific for me to like. It was just like we flowed, like our souls feel comfortable with each other. We can talk about anything, like we just feel free, like you were saying to me. But like I feel like as soon as you start hoping, that's more of your of I don't know, maybe like your background, how you grew up, or what society puts on you for what a mate should be, what they should look like. Because if I would speak from experience, I feel like I've met people and they looked good. They look good on paper. They look good for real. And then they started talking, and I was like, oh, nah, like,
You said they
no,
look good
we
on paper.
don't. Yeah, they look good on paper. They look good in person. It's like, dang, this could be my boo. You're tall. You're like, yes, okay. So then they start talking. And I'm like, dang, there's nothing there. Like nobody's
You
home.
could have
There's a
just
whole
you should have just
body and
said
just.
nothing. Ooh, Jesus.
But I feel like
Jesus.
so I feel like when we're talking about hope mate, something it can have to do with like circumstances. It can have to do with outer appearances. Like even me included, I need to start coming out of that too, because it's like, could I miss somebody that's my soulmate because I'm so focused on the outer, like how you look on the outside, and it's like, nah, like if you come and I can't see your face and we connect and then I see you and then I'm like, then it's just me. Then it's me like being like, oh, nah, we can. And it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I just feel like as soon as you start hoping, like just write that person off as, and even with friendships too, you can force friendships. You could think this person looks good, they fit in, like, oh yeah, we can, like, we look good together as friends and we can go do this and this and that. And it's like, girl, that girl means like nothing but bad for you. Like she had no good intentions for you.
Right.
So, but yeah, that's how I feel.
So that goes for me right into one of the next points and one of the last ones. Um, it don't even seem like we've been on here for 40 minutes already, but still. For me, I think I answered this with the other one. Is, do you think you can turn someone into your soulmate? Hell no. I feel like there's a such thing, and there's going to be an episode on this later about meeting the right person at the wrong time. But long as you don't force that and let time do what it's supposed to do, then you're not turning that person into your soulmate. You're just recognizing that now is not the time. Because if y'all supposed to be together and God wants y'all to be together, you will be together. But I don't want to like Stacie said buildable.
Mm-hmm.
Gloria talked about that. We're not building the bay. Me and Gloria talked about that, best friend, several occasions. I'm not putting anybody together and putting them together and building this person up to to make them the perfect person for me. Because 9 times out of 10, once you do that, that person goes and be who they supposed to be with. And it ain't you. You just put them together for who they supposed to be with, and it ain't you. Now, I don't know how to say this. People always say, well, somebody posed the question to me. I won't say people always say. Somebody posed the question to me that what if you meet the person and neither one of y'all are ready, but do you still try to make it work because you know that they are the one, you're the one, but neither one of y'all are ready. And I said, if we're supposed to be together, why can't we wait until we're ready?
Mm-hmm.
What is the hurry? And I know this is something I had to ask myself is, what is my hurry? I'm 34 years old. Okay. I'll be 35 this year. And I constantly get, you need to settle down. And I say this all the time. Dust settles, I don't. First of all. Second of all, why are you in a hurry for me? Why are you in a hurry for me?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a quote Bishop Yo Gotti.
Not Bishop.
He got a song called Recession Proof.
Mm-hmm.
And in the song, one of the lyrics he says is, I'd rather hustle the long way than hustle the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
And I applied that. Yes, it's a rap lyric. Yes, it's secular. I don't give a damn. To my life. And I would rather do stuff the right way than to have it right now. Instant gratification has never worked for me in any area of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather do the work on me. And while my future husband, whoever he is, do the work on him. So that when we get together, we'll be two healthy, healed, well-adjusted people. Now, I don't want to be just okay enough to be in a relationship because I don't want to damage somebody that may be healthy already. I don't want to damage somebody and then start a vicious cycle. I'm damaging this person, so now they damaged and traumatized, so they damage another person. I'm not in a hurry to do none of that. Well, you need to have kids before you get older. Baby, the women in my family have babies up until their late 40s. I'm straight. I'm okay. I'm not. Y'all want Russian folks to have kids. Is y'all going to babysit? You buying Pampers?
Mm-hmm.
You buying milk? You buying formula? You buying these rings? You buying a mortgage? You paying off my student loans? The amount of therapy I will need. I just made it to the point where I don't go to therapy once a week. I go once a month. But I'm not rushing my healing process just to be with somebody. And that's another way for me. I feel like one, that some person isn't your soulmate because why are you rushing? What is the hurry? And I want people to normalize because I see this a lot. That man, he knew he wanted to. Men don't need 4 or 5 years to marry you, but I need a couple of years. He may not need a couple. I can know he my husband and he can know I'm his wife, but I need a minute. Can I grow this love a little bit? It's a seedling that will eventually be a plant, but maybe I need to see a flower before I go that way. Maybe I need to see something break through the dirt first. Maybe I need to see a seedling. Maybe I need to see something catch some sunlight. Something need to be watered. Me and Gloria talked about this. Maybe something need to be watered. Maybe some things need to sprout about the darkness before I decide, hey, let's get married. Whether you want to marry within 2 weeks or 10 days, let's normalize everybody. Just because y'all in love and together, that don't mean y'all need to hurry up. What are you rushing for? They say, well, why are you taking your time? Because I'd rather hustle the long way than the wrong way. What are we rushing for? What's the hurry? Where are you going? Where are you going? Time waits for no man. Okay, you can die today or you can die in 10 years. Still, what's the hurry? Do you think you're gonna have less regrets if you rush?
Mm.
Do you think it's gonna be less time for things to go wrong if you hurry up and do this? Like what I want to know, let's normalize not everybody have to be in a hurry to do everything. I said this on another episode. I think that was me and Elgin, but I don't remember the episode where I said people want 5 years worth of relationship stuff in 5 months. Why? You don't know what it took them people to get to that point where at that 5 year mark. You don't know what they have to go through. Something may have happened that took a year to get over, but you want to do it right now. Why? But if that works for you, I like it. You like it, I love it. I'm not doing it. I'd rather stuff be a little bit more seasoned. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can make the same thing, but it ain't all gonna taste the same. Everybody got their own recipe to something. That don't mean yours ain't good and mine ain't good. I just need a little bit more seasoning on mine. I need a little bit more time. I need to be a little bit more sure because it's not just about me not getting hurt. I don't want to hurt nobody else if I don't have to. Because so that for me, I'm not turning nobody into my soulmate. I'm not trying to put nobody together. Now I can, what I mean by put together, I will help you and we help each other and we build each other up. But I'm not going into the relationship saying, okay, this one will do. That'll do, pig. Let me put some lipstick on it in a dress and it's a woman now. I'm not doing that. I'm not dressing up something. Y'all want to dress up something, but you ain't washed it off first. You want to dress up the pig. Fresh out the slop. But ain't even gave it a bath or nothing. You want to throw something beautiful on something ugly without taking the time to dust off that other thing. So for me, you might can turn somebody into your soulmate, but I'm not trying to do that. I'm not building the bay. I'm not putting nobody together. I'm not doing none of that. I'm just not. Well, what if your person comes to you and they need some help? Well, I view myself as a certain caliber of woman or a certain caliber of person. So to be in my presence, you would have to have certain things anyway. And if you don't have anything, don't take this the wrong way, folks. I want you around me. And I don't mean material.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, if you don't have compassion for other human beings, I'm a compassionate person. You're not even going to understand me. If you're not empathetic, I'm empathetic. You're not going to understand me. I don't have time for that. I can't teach you to be empathetic. That's something you got to work through and want to do. So I'm not making nobody into nothing. I can see somebody I like and realize, hey, I feel like they're on a higher level than me. What do I need to do to get to the level they on? But I'm not going to do it just to be with them. I'm going to do it because I feel like it will benefit me. I'm not just, listen, stop bothering people y'all ain't ready for. You ain't got no business bothering, including me. Yeah, because you could have just left me alone. You can just leave other folk alone. I digress. Manu, turning people into your soulmate. You think it can be done? Should it be done? Would you do it? Could you do it?
I'm gonna kind of go off of the point that I had on the last question, where I said it has to be organic, it has to be natural. So I'm gonna say no in that way because I wouldn't want to force it. Because once you're making, I'm building, I'm doing this, then it's no longer that natural, organic relationship. But I will say that I feel like that's why it's so important to start a friendship and a foundation as friends, because for my friends, I do help friends, and friends do help me in that way to cultivate things that I need help with. You get what I'm saying? Not necessarily to build me up to be your boo, you get what I'm saying? But like if we were friends first, if I see something in you, I'll speak to that. You get what I'm saying? Whether it's building you up or correcting you or whatever it is. But that's on a friendship level, not necessarily to make you my soulmate. So I feel like that it's really important to be friends first, so that I think that would fix all of that, and you trying to control or control the narrative. Um but to talk about the time aspect, I feel like different strokes for different folks. Like I feel like everybody can feel when you're naturally doing things, because like you said, why are you in a rush? But you can feel when somebody is not necessarily in a rush, but we're here, like me and you, we're here, like I see you, you see me, we're good, we're going at a good pace, and we may be going fast based on other people's standards, but for us it's a good pace because we're right here. But then for somebody who's going slower, there is no rush. So just if you like it going faster, then that's your thing. If you like going slower, it's your thing. The point of it all being like, don't force anything. Let it just come naturally. Let it just come up. And if it goes that way, it goes that way. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But yeah, that's how I feel about building.
Stacie.
Yes.
I seen that pen moving. I see them notes popping.
Good stuff. Absolutely. So connected to that hope mate, I would go to that because hope is an expectation and faith is the confidence in the expectation. I feel like when you try to build something, you have that hope and you have that, but the confidence you don't really have because you're trying to build it. You're still in the hope phase. So I feel like the people you try to build cannot be maintained. They cannot be sustained because you build them.
Pause.
That
Wait
is so
1
good.
minute.
That is so
Jesus.
good.
Pause. Rewind. Let me get close. Y'all know when I get close to the screen, it's serious. Say again. Say again.
The people you build cannot be maintained and they cannot be sustained. That because you build them. One, because you're human, and so when we build things, we build them with flaws.
For sure.
We don't build them to perfection. We don't have that capacity. We don't have that type of authority to build someone into the perfect soulmate. We do not have that power. So I feel like personally, like when you build someone, that's why when women, you build somebody and then he goes off to be with somebody else. Because the person that you build is not for you no more.
Yeah. I said, didn't I say it? I said it. When you build, like when it get
you
on.
You build your dream man and you're not the dream girl for this dream man.
Jesus.
Because a lot of times we focus on building a man and we don't build ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm right here and I'm building this man to be up here and my focus has been on him, I'm still down here.
Come on, somebody.
I haven't came up to his level. So now we are no longer compatible or suitable because I focused on helping him grow and leaving me behind. So it backfires because now we are not suitable. Yeah. And so he goes to find someone that is suitable.
That matches him on that level.
I got to interrupt you real quick because I hear it. What she just said. What she just said. You build that person up because you have the expectation. Women do this a lot. You get mad when a person leave you for somebody on their level because you build them up to this level because you had the expectation, not standard.
Right.
The expectation that once I build him up, then he got me. No. Did y'all have that conversation? Did y'all talk about that? You built him up. Chances are he knew you was the type of person to build him up. And he's out of there. Because he don't even like you for real. She don't even like you for real. He don't even like, I made you this, I made you that, I did this for you. Okay. So now they're going to go over and be, the good. Well, why couldn't you do this for me when you was with me? Because your job was not to be with them. Your job, you wanted to focus on building them, not being with them. Easy, because when you met, you was already at the same level. You told this person how to build a ladder to get to the next level, and when they got up there, they pulled the ladder up there with them. They don't know how to build ladders, so they can't help you because you put them up there.
Right.
They don't know how to build ladders. They just have the ladder down.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to use it to climb to the next one. They're not putting it back down.
Mm-hmm.
You built them up. You didn't show them how to build a ladder. You built it for them.
Mm-hmm.
You built it for them. Go ahead, Stacie. I just had to.
Oh, that, and then can you make someone your soulmate? So I don't believe that you can make somebody your soulmate, but I do believe that people can grow to be your soulmate.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you may be friends with someone for a long time, and then you start to like them. You start to look at them in a different way. Y'all have known each other for years, but now you see them in a different light. That is the same to me for soulmates. You may know someone and they might not be able to be suitable for you, but one day they may be, because they have grown. We all grow and we all elevate. So yeah, I do believe they can grow to be your soulmate. Soulmate doesn't mean first sight. You know what I'm saying? Soon as I see you, soon as I meet you, we are. People have that narrative because that does happen, but that is not always the case.
True
So
story.
because we grow each and every day, yes, I do believe that yeah, somebody can grow into your soulmate.
Yes, God. Yeah. See, listen. When I say we give y'all so much free game, I hope y'all pay attention to what we saying today, what we were saying tonight, because it's so much stuff. It's so much oil all in this screen. You got 3 different shades of melanated oil just oozing all on the screen. Just a word. And whenever these ladies talk, I just be in awe. So I'm just gonna take a second right now, because it's my show, because I am the queen and this is Queen's Realm. To give them their flowers. I give Manu flowers all the time. So I'm gonna do Stacie today. This young lady, again, we haven't been friends or acquaintances, friends at this point that long. But when I told y'all about, when I told y'all before, when one spirit recognizes another. Mm-hmm. And I recognize that her purpose in life is aligned with mine, because I just want to spread love, light, and positivity in the world. That's all Manu wants to do. In healing, that's all Stacie wants to do. So it's easy to have these conversations, but none of this is forced.
Right.
Like y'all be out here forcing friendships, none of this is forced. It just happens. Mm-hmm. What's the word Manu kept saying? Organic. But this young lady right here, she ignorant like I'm ignorant. I'm a cuss. Don't nobody really cuss on this show but me. But they know I don't care. I'm with the shit. She with the shits. Most you know, and I recognize that, and it's something, because I said, and I said all shade, all tea, but it ain't really no shade and no tea, because I would have to have a care or a fuck for that, for it to be shade and tea, and I usually don't. I said on my show, I only want people on this show who I feel like embodies what Queen's Realm is, and I just told y'all what my 3 pillars were. I know she got a faith. Mm-hmm. I know she have a hope for the world in the future. Mm-hmm. I know she loves and she means what she talk about and what she say. That's why she on here. That's why Manu be on here. Yeah. That's why Gloria be on here. That's why Elgin be on here. This is why my peoples, the same peoples, that be on here. There's gonna be some new faces here and there, but anyway, back to the flowers. Mm-hmm. This lovely young lady come out here giving y'all all the free game. All of the word. Amen. And she mean what she say, and she said what she said.
Yes, I did.
So I just want to send blessings and love and glory and honor your way. Because God, I tell Manu this. I used to tell Manu this all the time, because she was like, it's crazy how we got so close and we so friend, and we got this close this fast. Know why? Because I see God all over Manu. Mm-hmm. All the time. I don't have to question it. Mm-hmm. And I see God over you all the time. I don't have to question it. I just see it and I know it. Because there's a lot of people that you look at and you be like, they don't have any humanity. They don't have a care for the world. They don't have a care for nothing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I may not like God's people, but I love them anyway. That's not even all of us, but I love them anyway. But I see it, all of you. So I just want you to keep doing what you do.
Thank you. Yes, I
Keep
will.
living how you living and keep blessing people and keep blessing my show as long as you feel like it.
For
Absolutely.
free? We get this for
With your
free?
word. That's it.
I can't stand you, Monica.
What she say?
For the
I said we get
free.
this for free.
Listen, it's for free.
Get it
For
while you
free.
can, because soon she's gonna start charging.
Free 99. But this is a wonderful lady and a wonderful human being, and I don't have no trepidation in saying that,
Mhm.
because I always say she's a beautiful melanated woman, but certain people have a light on them, and they just, instead of hiding their light, instead of running from people who might be trying to use their light, she's out here spreading it. And I appreciate her, and I love her with all the love of God for doing that, because she don't have to do that. Because like I said, I don't like some of God's people, but I love them anyway. She one of the ones I like.
Amen.
So keep doing what you do. Keep being Stacie inspired, and keep touching these people and giving this free grain and this free love and this light. Because that's what you're supposed to be doing. You talk a lot about purpose.
Yes, I do.
But don't forget what your purpose is.
Yes.
You live in your purpose, you walk in your purpose, and you be in your purpose.
Amen.
It's easy to be light because you are light. You understand me? Did you hear when you're talking to you?
Okay.
Okay. I don't know why the Lord just told me to get into you, but I just had listening. So you need to know all of that.
Receive it. I receive it. Yes.
Because listen, I don't even want to talk about that right now, but I'm just listening. Because I say all the time, I have to listen when I hear the still small voice, because I don't want him shouting no more. Baby, he shouted enough. God, how strong do you want me to be? I am not the Hulk. But anyway, we're going to do our last words. I just had to get that out there and say that, because that's what I was supposed to be saying. Anyway. But my last words, I'm gonna go to Manu first for the last words on the Soulmate and the Hopemate. What is something you want to leave the people with?
What I would want to leave the people with is soulmate over hopemate for sure. Hoping should be an automatic sign that that person is not your soulmate. And just let things be organic and free flowing, and just go with it, and or don't. That's it.
She said, or don't.
Right.
Manu's always very diplomatic and sweet and just with it. And I appreciate it, because, like you said, it's a good balance. Because I'm like all the way over here, she's all the way over here, and it's always somebody in the middle. I think you're in the middle. So go ahead, because that goes in. I don't have time to be nice to the people about it. They need to know. They need to hear it right now.
I want to say that to be wise, to open your eyes, don't just look at the physical lens, but look at the mental, the emotional. Where is their emotional IQ? Do they care about you? How is their actions? What do they say to you? How do they say it? Do they respect you? Do you connect on a deeper level? When you think about your soulmate, what do they bring to the table, and how do they help you reach your goals and your purpose and make you a better human being, not just a better wife or a better mother, but a human being as well. So with the hope, just because you hope, don't try to build any man, any woman, don't try to build anything, because you cannot do that. You do not have the power, but allow them to grow and help them, and allow them to help you as well. But do not just put your faith and hope in them to turn into your soulmate. And that you will know internally, because if this person is your soulmate, you will feel the love in every fiber of your being. Even if they do not say it, you will feel it within yourself. So that's my last words.
Well, They was all real diplomatic and stuff.
Mhm.
Let me turn to the side here. I'm gonna try to deliver it nicely.
Not the girl.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Mhm.
I have been the person. Like I was talking to the ladies before we even started filming, and I don't ever talk about anything on this show that I haven't experienced or dealt with one way or another. A lot of
Mhm.
this stuff comes from life experience. Disclaimer though, don't try to figure out who I'm talking about or what I'm talking about, because that's irrelevant. Just get the lessons. Listen to the lessons and the things I'm telling you so that you don't have to go through what I'm going to do. That's why I do a lot of what I do, because I see stuff coming. Okay, I got discernment. Okay, I have intuition, but a lot of this stuff is because I learned already. I have a discernment and intuition because I've been through this. I know what this look like. I know where this is going. It's easier to detect the patterns. So, with that being said, you can't make nobody love you.
Mhm.
People can fall in love or develop romantic feelings of love for you, but you can't make them. Either they love you or they don't.
Mhm.
You can't make nobody into your soulmate. Either they will grow into your soulmate or they won't. I think people need to focus more on is, what is the condition of your soul, period. How you
Ooh.
gonna find a mate for your soul when your soul is in dire straits? Your soul is emaciated. It ain't being fed. It's starving. So
Mhm.
and before you try to add another soul to yours, another spirit to yours, another body to yours, another person to your life, what is the condition your soul is in?
Mhm.
What condition is your soul in? What do you feel like on the inside? What is your spirit telling you need to do? And once you have that together, you will be better able to discern
Mhm.
whether somebody is your soulmate or not. Because until then, you're just gonna keep having hope mates. You hope this mate stays. You hope this person is the one. Y'all, people put a lot of emphasis on finding the one. I gotta find the one. I gotta find my soulmate. I gotta. None of that's organic, like Mana was saying. Fix yourself first. I say that almost every episode, and I'm gonna say it until everybody get it. But fix your own soul first. What you gonna do with another soul when it comes? You don't know what to do with yours.
Mhm.
You don't know how to treat yours. So what you gonna do with somebody else's? That's. I'm gonna let y'all let that sink in. What
Mhm.
is the condition of your soul? Why are you so worried about somebody else's? And don't get another soul or bring another soul into your life thinking it's gonna fill up the pieces of yours. You you gotta fill that up first. An empty cup can't pour into an empty cup. I'd rather have two full cups. I'm just saying. Anyway, but that is, and that has concluded, ladies and gentlemen, Soulmate or Hopemate. And I want to thank my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful inside and out guests, Miss Manu and Miss Stacie. Again, everybody's social medias will be in the description below. Do not forget to comment, like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification button. Understand me? You understand me? You understand? You hear me? You hear me? All right, you hear me. Also do the same for Miss Stacie. Okay. I will give y'all my Uncle Caesar social media stuff, but I don't trust y'all and people be creeps and I ain't got time to be going to jail over somebody I love. I just, you know what I'm saying? She might could bail me out, but I don't have time. I just got my nails done. I ain't trying to crack nothing. You know
Oh.
what I'm saying? Y'all know how I feel about me and my families. But again, I love y'all. This has been Queen's Realm Podcast. Stay tuned. We in the midst of season 3, y'all. It's been almost a year since we got this cracking. In the midst of season 3, going into season 4. Season 4 starts July 21st. I got something special for that. Don't worry about it. But again, thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate y'all, ladies. I appreciate y'all for taking the time to sit and get free game. I don't know how that hurt you at all. But anyway, I love y'all. Good night. Auf Wiedersehen. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.